there. We'll just fade that on out, and I can welcome you guys to another match here for CEVO Main, Season 13. Today we've got Team Pompa versus WASD Sports. WASD? I've seen them play like a year ago, I think, so I'm not sure if it's the same team. I recognize one of these names because, well, I'll go down the rosters really quick and I'm sure you'll catch it as I stumble over the words. But for Team Pompa, we've got Looney, LTN, Ponchek, Darko, and Coyote. Up against the likes of Gaborik Dodds, who's been the first one to drop, Vista, Spur, and Bachir, who just drops as well. Coyote getting a nice double kill right there. The HF a little bit late. Coyote going for 3 already. Leaves only Gaborik and Vista. They're actually headed back over through CT spawn already, so a bit of an awkward route, but they might actually get a bomb plan out of this. Unfortunately for them, 2 players already on site. There is Darko spots out the shoulder and immediately goes down, leaves Looney there in Z. But a flank coming through as well as Kaya, who will be looking for potentially the ace right now. If Ponchek can't actually stop this, as Vista did find one of those players from Team Pompa. Over towards A. Now bomb being planted. We're going to go on Coyote because he seems to have this already. Already with the triple kill, but no, not going to happen. It's Ponchek. He got himself one, so the ace has already been stolen. Coming up from Z, leaves only Gaborik alive until Koya picks up his 4th frag of the round with a strong start here in the pistol round. Be wary of a pistol in that man's hands any day. Didn't even have the CZ. That was over there for Ponchek. So Koya starts off strong. We can immediately go over towards the replays. Coyote taps away, only took 11 points of damage, and I had like 1 bullet left in the magazine. Why not use it? And he picks himself up a 3rd from long range. Be looking forward to seeing more out of that guy later on into the rounds, but here in round number 2, a 4-up already comes out. Look at that Dodds going for the hero AK. Not a whole lot to be bought up around him. These guys either feeling confident. Oh, Spur's going to grab himself a 2nd one as well, before he leaves T-spawn. Well, Looney going to smoke off Ivy. It's going to be a slow play over towards B. Coyote close by Z. Ponchek is holding ramp, taking a quick little shoulder peek. He's going to spot out Dodds, chuck that on out. Now Darko might be eating that nade. Only 16 points of damage to hit him. Well, Gaborik works out over towards Olaf. Going to tuck himself away in towards T-Con for the time being as Looney pops himself up on top of Bomb Train. Nobody challenging Ivy for the time being. Now Dodds here to help out Gaborik. Looney's fallen off. It's going to be a 1v3. Has backup close by, but just a bit far off. That flashbang's going to let him get some spacing. Rotate around towards E-Box. It's going to let 2 players over towards Old Hell and Olaf, and there goes the bomb. Immediately shown off, and Looney finds himself a 2nd one, but Gaborik and Spur with these AKs. One of them is going to get put down immediately. Nice upgrade there for Looney. But he's going to get that dropped immediately as Spur puts that AK to good use, brings us back down to a 2v2, and Coyote going big, and Ponchek finding one as well. Made rather expensive for WASD, but they're going to get 2? Oh, no, just 1 AK salvaged up. So nice upgrade for them. Only dropped a FAMAS UMP, and I think an MP9. So built up the bank a little with this SMG, has got the AK, and immediately a timeout's going to come through. A little bit early for them. Team Pompa. Must be, it says tactical. I think it would have to be technical. Unless they have some sort of strange counter eco strat to come out against that T side. We've already purchased up some Deagles, P250. We'll see if they leave spawn with anything else. They're all trying to keep around that $2,000 mark. Meanwhile, over on the CT side, MP9, MP7's bought back up around those AK and M4 that were salvaged up. And timeout expired. The half funds come back out from Coyote, who's I currently believe on 5 frags going into round number 3. Let's see if we can keep that on up. Looks like a 5-man rush over towards the B side of things. Ponchek once again. He's got his shoulder peaks going on. Smoke ready to be thrown out while Dodds keeps an eye over towards Looney. Pop Dog not quite being challenged yet. Looney just doing the little jiggle dance. Ponchek goes down the Molotov. Immediately, Vista gives up the bomb for the 2nd round in a row. Do not give that man the bomb once more. But now Gaborik, no one's looking left, but Ponchek finally swings wide. Bachir is going to find that one. Looney's stuck behind the smoke. Going to be pushing on through. 1, 2 kills go his way. Nice, easy $1,200 and an upgraded Deagle and AK-47 for him. So keeping 3 players alive, still building that bank up. Look at that. Looney already around that $7,500 mark. Pawn check on 6 grand. WASD, they're going to be on the buy this round. AK is starting to come out. Not enough money for the AWP quite yet, but the utility should be halfway decent. And only halfway decent. We'll check out the CT side of Pompa. Pawns check and Looney both getting an AWP. One for the B site. Ooh, anchoring that down with just an op. That's going to be dangerous. And Looney's got one over towards Ivy. Smoked off. Might actually see some action this round. Meanwhile, Spur and Bachir keeping an eye over towards the B side of things. It's actually going to be Ayot who gets aggressive on the back of that, and Pawns check finds a jiggle peek over towards the B ramp onto Spur. It's going to leave 2 players tucked over towards Ivy. A lot to work with while Bachir tries to rotate back down around to try and get that bomb back. Shots over the head from Dodds might say that no one's actually pushing in on this. Look at this. LTN boosted it top the boxes just on the edge of the smoke. We'll see if Dodds suspects this at all. Now, that step, jump down I should say, might give away the ghost. Now Dodds hears the player move back. Coyote, we get a smoke thrown for him. He can move out to a more safe position, but the bomb has actually been recovered. Vista and company moved in, grabbed that, and look at this Dodds. I don't think anyone has a feeling about this, but LTN taking it over toward the right, so he actually does seem to have some sort of an inkling. 40 seconds left for WASD Esports, now look at that barrel spotted out. Easy pre-fire there for LTN. Gonna bring 1 frag more their way. Leave us in a 2v5 for the terrorists. Vista drop and immediately Bachir answers it back, taps away, does plenty of damage, but only takes LTN down to 16 HP. The WASD Sports looking a little shaky here on train. I was actually kind of surprised they picked it looking at their record. I believe WASD actually has picked this map, has actually played this map once in their past 5 matches, and they lost that 16-6. Meanwhile, Pompa actually didn't pick it, but they won that one something around the same scoreline. So definitely interesting map pick here. We've got Mirage coming up next, picked by WASD. And if need be, we will be going over towards Nuke for the 3rd map. Now quick down Pop Dog. This is a nice change of pace right here. Looney with AWP is going to find the first one. Second one is crossed on over, but Coyote's going to get that, leading 1 player up on E-Box. But there's also a bit of a flank coming on. Coyote's going to get 1 more with that AK. And swap over the Deagle, and Coyote picks himself up a 3rd. Just a quick, simple eco round. Only a couple upgraded pistols there for WASD Sports. But now they're on full round loss bonus. The buy will be coming back out. AK-47s, even an AWP for Spur. Thankfully not getting too much more risky on that. Well, Team Pompa. Double op set up still. Only salvaging one of the AK-47s from the previous round. Look at that. Coyote. 10 frags going in round number 6. Definitely the player to watch so far. He's got a fast Molotov out, spotted out a player. Flashbang immediately, but Looney's going to get that player trying to escape. But now Bachir swings on down through Pop Dog. Nice frag, trades that back. Pawn check misses a nice, well, it seemed to be easily set up frag right there. That's going to be Dodds, lucky to be alive. And now Gaborek has actually grabbed the AWP from the corpse of Spur. Puts down Darko. That's going to allow one of these players on out, sandwiched in between trains. Looney, sole player on the bomb site. Man advantage for WASD Sports. Another shot missed out. The Eagles pulled out. This is going to cake that frag. Puncher does answer it back. Tries to go over towards Z, but the Molotov's going to be here. Will he stand in these flames? Right, smoke's actually going to come out from the team of WASD. And nades raining on in. 12 HP left. Stuck on the fire, but now boost comes out for LTN. Bomb's going to be planted. 1 player up in heaven. This might be an impossible retake. They do have kits and a bit of utility, but now they're lacking 1 player, and there's only Pawn check with AWP and 15 HP. He'll be backing on out. Actually, 12 HP. See if they decide to go hunting. Bomb ticking down. And, well, with the utility there and the AWP, I don't think WASD actually want to go for this. They don't have the money to go hunting. Buying back up is going to be expensive for them regardless of what they do here in this round. Beautiful nade there from WASD Sports. It was Vista. He's looking a little sloppy so far this map, giving away the bomb twice, and that nade leaves me questioning some things. With Pawn's check, we'll keep the AWP out. We'll toss that over towards Looney, who's looked quite good with it just in the 2 rounds he's had it. M4's butt up around that. Meanwhile, over there for WASD Sports, I think they'll be able to get 3-4 AKs out. One of those players is, oh no, we're good. 4 AKs on the back of the AWP. Rebuy comes through. Once again, Looney with that early Molotov. May have bounced, actually. Looney has one for himself. Actually, sorry, WASD has one for themselves. It's going to be Gaborek to be the first one out. Ponchik actually playing quite close to the smoke. Gaborek does get traded out eventually, but it's over here towards Brown Halls where 4 players are going to be rushing on out. Ponchik knows that he's lost vision of it. He's going to back up, sandwich himself in between those trains near Z. Does not call for backup getting this 4v4. Full blind, Molotov at his feet. He throws one out for himself. It'll slow it down and finds one in midair, but Vista's there. Trades it right on back to the 3v3. And Vista already tucked himself back over towards Oil Train. That's going to be Looney through the smoke. It's going to be LTN to go down first. Koi out on the opposite side. Looney holding over towards, oh god, Summit. And immediately Vista finds himself a second one of the round. Looney in a 1v3. They have money to work with. A little bit of time, but no more utility. And now the off shot misses, but Looney, he hits is. He's bringing this into a more doable situation, but in the end, his shoulder peeks out. Spur spots it out. It'll be his first frag of the round. WASD Sports starts stringing rounds together. 2-5 now. Showing a little bit of life here on this terrorist side, going in round number 8. Meanwhile, Koyot and Looney tying up for 10 frags. Not looking too bad there. Ponchik up on 7, anchoring on the B side, has been playing off well for him. But LTN and Dargo need to step it up 2 and 1 frags, respectively. Let's see, bomb dropped. Back over by T-Con. Cheer going out fast. He might actually get rewarded for this. 3-4 players actually coming up. The boost is actually going to be bailed on. Ponchik looking right. And Bichir gets pre-fired now, trying to get something off the back of that. Ponchik will finish off the damage. So now it'll be 4 players for the T side actually pushing in through Ivy. Make that 3. One's over there by Olaf, but Koyot missing a couple shots. Does bring it back in the end. So much damage done. Took Vista down to 8 HP. So that'll be something to work out for Pompa. AK-47 has been picked up by Darko, but he's actually lacking a lot of health. He wants to throw that over towards Looney or LTN if he can. So bomb planted. 3 players coming up from the CT side of things. 1 player tucked away into Z, and that I was going to say that jump might bait some players in. And flashbang comes out for Looney. That's going to give Darko the frag, but Spur answers it on back, takes some damage, but goes down immediately. Looney with that AK, it's been picked up. It's going to be 1v3, make that 1v2 as Vista finds one, only 8 HP. Spot on top green train, the bomb has been tapped, and that will be it on almost a completely full ego. Pompa, bring it on back and completely reset WASD Sports. Oh, wait, maybe not completely. 2 of those players actually quite high, so the force play will have an opportunity to come out. Pompa, looking good with just the deagles. Once again, handed that to Koyot, who did something like 185 damage that round. Just with the USB. No, he had the P250. So AWP recovered, 1 AK. 3 M4s being bought back up. Meanwhile, for the T side, UMP, AK, 2 Deegs, and an op for Spur. It's going to leave them relatively low money. They could have actually had more utility had they wanted to fully commit to this. It's a bit of a broken economy if they fall here. Ponchik still anchoring down the B side. But Cheers close to that, as well as Spur looking for any sort of aggression from top of halls. Koyot rotating around from that smoke. E-box blocked off. 2 players over there to Econ, 1 coming out from Ivy. And this is going to spot out the shoulder. Koyot spraying blindly. Dodd's going to get a freebie there. Meanwhile, Bachir down into Pop Dog, not coming out quite yet, but it's actually going to be Spur to find that one over towards E-box. Gaborek finds one over towards Pop Dog. And this is falling apart for Team Pompa. There's only 1 player left alive, and he just gets spotted out. I'm confused why this didn't take that shot a little earlier. And there we go. Back and back. On the force by WASD puts Team Pompa right back in their seat. They'll have something to think about, but they do have plenty of money to buy back into this round. Getting a little awkward there, and even more awkward. WASD Sports, they're going straight up SK. Double op on T side, something you do not see too often here on Train. I can only think of a handful of teams who would actually risk that. And well, their economy was pretty shaky last one. They did recover one of those AWPs. So not as costly as it could have been. Oh, Koyot taking 47 damage from that nade, but still holding up close to that CZ. Dodds keeping an eye downstairs, Bachir watching down towards Pop. Doesn't want to take the aggression quite yet. Where did that come from? Spur just found himself a free kill onto LTN. Coyote found one Pop Dog. Apparently I'm missing all the action here. But Gaborik trying to move out onto this. Molotov downs toward Pop Dog. That'll push one of those players up. Actually, no, Coyote can just lurk in the smoke for the time being. And if he comes up, Dodds might have himself a free kill. The timing is in the favor of the CT side, though, for now. Looney, he brings it on back into a 3v3. Oh, just as Gaborik throws out the nade, Kobe's Coyote, who was on low HP into Pop Dog. That's going to allow Dodds in. May have showed his shoulder right there. Looney, he's waiting for it. Do a 1v1 with the Molotov, throws him off, and Dodds speaks on it perfectly, playing off that utility. Was definitely having the upper hand there, but Darko brings himself to, I was going to say a 1v2 there. But Spur puts him on down. 30 seconds left for WASD Sports to actually take this. Bomb is out of their hands, but Ponchik only has the CZ. So many weapons up close, but he's going to tuck himself at the back of Bomb Train. Grabs himself an M4, 30 bullets already in the magazine. So no reload, no sound cues. On the opposite side of Green Train, though, we can hear these players moving past. It's going to be a free kill right there. The bomb's trying to be planted, but Dodds gets it down, and that'll be it. What is going on with these force buys? It's back and forth for the past 3 rounds. This is getting to be exciting. I'm going to put Pompa up on 7 rounds to the 3 at WASD Sports as we move into round number 11. AWP is going to be salvaged on up. And taking a look at the scoreboard, Looney up on 13 frags. Coyote still doing pretty well. Up on 12, and Ponchik up on 10. Meanwhile, the side of WASD, they've not got anybody into double digits now. But the guys who've been slacking, that's going to be Dodds and Bachir, starting to wake up a little bit. Dodds had some decent frags going into that previous round. For Team Pompa, they need Darko and LTN to step it up. 3 and 2 frags, respectively. It's going to be a quick smoke and a quick flash. Might just be a fake over there towards the inner sight. Now, Ponchik smoked off yet again. This time he actually does a backup for a change. Looney keeping an eye up towards long. But here, through the smoke, you can see the X-ray posturing up. I believe they've got some nades they were lining up. Looked like Spur wanted to go challenge that, but no. As soon as the smoke fades, Molotov comes in. Looney is still here, and it seems they've got a good read on this as they're rotating 2 more players into Z for the CT side. And now Flashbang comes in. Looney blind, swings wide, shoots through the middle of the legs. Ponchik gets dropped down immediately, and now Looney shortly falls after. Thankfully, the rotation was already here, but do they even want to go for it now? And it doesn't look like they want to. They're leaving LTN here in CT spawn. But Coyote and Darko, they are getting the hell out of Dodge, and LTN might get found out right here. Just to his right, you can see Vista. Immediately, it's going to be a... Whoa, it looked like a free kill, but LTN's got some amazing reflexes. Now over to his left, though, Darko's there to back him up just in time. Made that a much more recoverable situation, so they will save these rifles and the UMP. Free Fire does come out. Darko found himself an AK over towards CT spawn, so he's just going to save that. Meanwhile, Coyote looking for some exit frags over towards T spawn. Bachir wants to go hunting. Has not gotten far enough out for it quite yet. In the end, though, 3 players stay alive for both teams, and Team Pompa, well, they'll have to force buy up and around those saved rifles and the UMP if they really want to have a good footing in this round, although they have 1 rounds with less. WASD Sports starting to put up a respectable 4 rounds here in the T set of train. I think anything more than 5 is actually half decent. So some weapon jiggling going on at CT spawn for Team Pompa. They're going to get a FAMAS out and a second UMP. A little bit late out of spawn. That's actually going to let some of these players get a little bit better positioning. Although nobody getting too aggressive out. Gaborik dropping the bomb, throwing that down. Now Ponchik up close with the FAMAS. I believe Dodds thought that may have been a little bit more safe as he's thrown that nade out. Did some initial damage to Ponchik. But in the end, it's going to be Spur. It's actually Molotoved off for the time being. Taking a look over towards Gaborik. Nothing's quite yet. Well, one of these players actually is in Teak on, just on the other side of the wall from Gaborik. Will he expect this? Flashbang comes out. Did not expect it. Coyote gets a free kill there now. Over towards Looney's left. Got 2 players in the Pop Dog. Spur and Bachir playing opposite angles. AWP train there, as well as Vista coming out, and actually has some room to work off of that smoke, but instead he's going to go over towards the CT side of smoke. And Bachir stuck over here. I believe that's been heard out. Looney definitely has his eyes trained on it, so he's going to fall off. Doesn't feel safe. Meanwhile, towards Old Bomb, Vista's already got in here. But look at this. Darko had a good opportunity, but was looking the wrong way. LTN goes down. That's going to leave Looney stuck in Olaf, while Vista encroaches over towards the bomb. Koyo's actually got some sort of alert going on. Teasing towards, basically stairs. He's trying to get himself over towards T-spawn, because it's now brought to a 3v3 with 30 seconds left. Very similar round to what we saw 2 rounds ago. Darko, though, spots the leg out, gives him the pre-fire opportunity, finds Vista. Now this lurk really might start... Oh, look at this. I was going to say it's going to pay off, but WASD. They seem to have a good read on this. Meanwhile, Darko coming out from Z. Poncha coming out from CT spawn in now. Koyo pushes right through the smoke. He has no fear. It's going to be 2v3 for this terrorist side. They get the bomb planted with now. Koyo spots it out. Gets dinked down, but he's going to get the second one as Darko takes the first. That's going to be him shooting the AWP over towards Ponchek, so he'll grab that. Team Pompa going to go up 8-4 here on the CT side. It's been a little back and forth. Definitely keeping this closer than I think people thought. The odds were something like double for Team WASD early on. I think it was WASD. Let me tab back out, take a quick look at that. No, it was actually Pompa, who seemed like it wasn't favoring them, but at the last second, actually, the odds kind of shifted in their favor. So the buy is going to come back out. A bit of a force on the T side yet again. 2 Deagles, 2 AKs, AWP still for Spur. Looney's got that off to the CT side. Gaborik once again going over towards T-Con. Early Molotov. I'm guessing that's from Looney. He's been throwing that every single time. Is he going to push through this? It looks like he wanted to, but it's going to be Koyo who comes out. I don't know where any of that came to. I think they just threw themselves into Pop Dog and into the meat grinder, but Gaborik has something to say about that. Spur gets a drop. Now he'll be 1v4, and he can't do anything more. Bit of a throwaway round right there from WASD Sports. I think the slower rounds are definitely suiting them more. Their post plants have been pretty awful, but when they get those initial frags, I think they've been having a lot better luck over towards the B side of things. Their entries have not been too great, as Ponchek has been doing quite well anchoring down the B side. But Koyo, he's taking the lead again for Team Pompa. 16 frags, only 5 deaths in 13 rounds. That is great. Same can actually be said for Ponchek as well. And look at this, the aggression starting to come out. Team Pompa, they are getting confident, getting aggressive, and getting rewarded for it. Nice initial frag will shut down any sort of Ivy play. That'll leave Looney with his eyes trained over towards T-Con. Well, Dodds looked like he wanted to go over towards Pop Dog, but no one is kind of pushing down that way. It's going to be all Ponchek. He's calling over, who is that, Koyo, to help out. Keep his eyes trained up towards the upper, and maybe should have been looking up there a few seconds earlier as he's taking on a 41 HP. It's going to be Bachir to the first point of contact. He falls immediately. 2 players down on site. Koyo's going to find the first one of those. With low HP, spots Dodds out. Wants to keep eyes towards back of train as 3 other players have now joined him. Darko's going to find that last one. Only Gaborik, who gets a nice CZ kill, keeping it expensive. Taps away, gets 1 more. Not too bad right there. 1 more up close, but it's going to be shot in the back from Darko. Picks up his second frag of the round and puts Team Pompa up there in the double digits. 10-4 now. WASD Sports would love to get this next round now. It was just an eco round. They got the bomb plant with some extra cash over on the east side so they can get those AKs back out. Even Spur will be able to get the AWP out if Gaborik throws that to him. We'll see if they play this wisely. Spur bought out the AK. And no, that's going to be it. They want the extra utility. Meanwhile, double op setup for Team Pompa. Oh, really quickly. We've got a replay. This is where Koyo, he already get the first frag. Did some decent stuff right here, and then we swap over to Gaborik, who actually had quite the decent CZ taps. But then, going back in this round, Vista just gets the opening frag. He went fast down Pop Dog, and they came right back up, so they're going to go throw that over towards Ponchek, who gets the first frag. Now they're completely challenging him, jumping on in. He gets himself a second. Can he do any more up close? Bachir is there. He misses that one, so Bachir capitalizes on it, but Koyo is already here. It'll be a 2v3. Bomb is being planted. Gaborik jumps through the smoke, spots out Koyo, brings us back down to a 2v2. Looney at 68 HP. Smoke is going to stop his angle he's holding. Same over towards ramp. LTN going close, spots out the shoulder. Maybe the gun barrel right there. There's a bit of a gap in that smoke to work with. Bachir puts his back toward it, but somehow gets the frag. Now it's Looney. 1v2. It looks like WASD Sports actually have a good chance to put up 5 rounds here on the T side. Molotov comes out. He still has the kit. Going to swap it to the AK. 22 bullets in the magazine. Gets the first one on the edge of the flames. He's gonna kill himself. He's gonna 1G himself on the edge of the flames. So a bit of an awkward ending there for WASD Sport. Sorry, for Team Pompa. It'll be WASD going up towards the CT side. And here's how this all started with Ponchek getting this nice double kill. Despite the pressure, smoke comes out, they push through it, gets the second. Couldn't quite the third one there. Shotgun angle, a little bit too much for him, but definitely a decent CT side for Team Pompa. And I believe this is WASD map's pick. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is WASD's pick. So not the showing you would expect, but like I said earlier, WASD, last time I played this, they lost it, and that was still their pick. Team Pompa, I believe, actually, the last time they played this wasn't their pick, and they still won that 16-6. So it was a bit of an interesting buy. Not quite certain if these teams did a whole lot of research, just picked some maps they felt comfortable with. Maybe some oddball picks to throw some curveballs. Either way, we will be going live here into the second half on map number 1. Looney taking the hit, getting the utility. Meanwhile, 5 sets of armor for WASD Sports. A bit of an aggressive play, actually, posturing up towards the top of long. We'll see if he commits to it. Immediately dinked down to 11 HP. He'll have to fall back. It's going to leave Vista rotating around. And, well, they were kind of slow to challenge this. And actually, the bomb is being pushed right back up towards... Where is that? Hot Dog. Leave 3 players over towards Brown Halls for Team Pompa. Rotated bitch here, back into Z. Vista holding the opposite side. Flashbangs and smokes in. That's going to be free entry. Vista taps away, but falls back. Spur holding on the top shelf over towards... Oh my god, the dink comes through yet again. 3 HP. They're going to be finished off there by LTN. Team Pompa already looking dominant in this pistol round. One more player spotted out. 2 players coming from the opposite side of CT. While weak, they do get the bait. Beautiful stuff there by Gaborik, and Bachir finds one as well. Brings us to a 2v3. Ponchik up close to that Glock. Needs 1 bullet in that player to the right, but he can't get it. Now Koyot. This was the star with 4 frags in the pistol round last time. He's going to need 2 more in order to secure this one. But running full speed. They spot that out. Now they can actually just completely double down on him. 83 HP, but somehow Koyot actually gets that. Now it's him versus Gaborik. 2 frags are out of these players. They're going to need a third. The time is already too low. Gaborik has the USB. They both run out of ammo at the same time. They thought about going for the knife, but in the end, Gaborik gets the frag. A little awkward in the end there. And Team Pompa, they pick up the second pistol round, put themselves up into 11 to the 5 of WASD Sports. Now look at this. It was 5v3. This was looking absolute dire, but then Gaborik, who happened to be the last player alive, comes on in, gets 2 frags, making it look absolutely easy. In the end, though, ended up with 3, not the round. So they're going to force up 2 scouts, 2 deagles, 1 CZ. Team Pompa flash over the top. That's going to put them over towards connector for one of those players, and that's Darko. Doesn't take it completely, though. Throws a smoke out. Tries to keep these players on this A site. Meanwhile, Dodd spots him out. Doesn't let him get too far, though. Tucks him away into the corner of T-Con while Vista anchors down this B site. Might be challenged soon. 3, 4 players here, actually. Just that 1 on the lurk. Darko got out safely with this Galil. We'll see if he commits to this angle. Meanwhile, Looney going to go towards top. Vista doesn't have anyone nearby. Closest player is actually Spur and Z, who says, maybe I should go hang out with Vista for a little while. After Team Pompa, feel out the top of that site and line up some Molotovs. Execute will be happening almost imminently on the 1-minute mark. Vista spots up the head. He gets 1 kill, but he will go down immediately, leaving only a Spur here. Rotations has come through, but Koyot shoots it on down. Spur falls as well. 1 more player up close. He's got 2 HP. And he gets taken out immediately. Nice lurk there from Darko. Finally pays off, getting himself 2 kills in the end there. Koyot with 3. And Team Pompa seem to be running away here with WASD Sports pick. After that force buy, WASD, they will not be buying up anything. Pompa, they know it. 2 Mac 10s come out. They're looking to make some money. Koyot, well, 23 frags. Wait, 23 frags? That's... Jesus. 23 frags going into round number 18. That is nothing to bat an eye at. The fact that LTN's only on 6 might say that, well, Koyot just hogging all the frags for himself. So, early Molotov out. Looney's looking to make some money. Smoked off over towards Sandwich, so he's going to rotate around towards E-Box. He's looking for anything. 1 player spotted out. Maybe 1 more herd. As Spur puts himself up on the boost. 1 for him. Spur was tagged down. Vista gets 1 over towards B, but it's going to be Looney to get 1 more over towards A. It'll be 3v3 now. Bachir actually got 1 more, but look at this. Looney is just making mad money. 4 kills with the Mac 10. Might even go for the ace. Currently, that last player, though, over towards B. They might not expect this. Yeah, timing not on their favor. Oh, a little awkward. LTN. Well, we're going to turn around. Had a little bit of a spidey sense tingling there. Team Pompa going up 13-5, but WASD Sports going to be back on the bye. First rifle round here on their CT side, and they need it, or it's going to be done and dusted. This will put Pompa up on 15 rounds if they lose this. But one can assume. Ecos, you never know what's going to happen right now in the current state of CZ dominance. But WASD, they will get the AWP out and a spur on the CT side. He was looking good with it on the T side. Quite curious what he can do from here. Well, that's what he can do from here. Onchik's going to be the first one to go down. Gaborik gets another frag, and he gets the second shot, and the third shot's going to finally finish him off. Oh, that one should have hit. He got CSGO'd right there. In the end, though, Spur will drop that. They should be able to recover it. And there we go. Gaborik gets it. He'll toss that back over, and WASD Sports get the all-important first buy round on the CT side. But Team Pompa, they've got money for days. AKs will come back out. Looney can even get the AWP if he'd like. He's going to grab an AK, throw that over, and get a second. Keep that economy well balanced. Looney was thinking about going over towards Ivy, but he had the bomb, so he might be thinking twice about that. He's going to throw that over towards the showers and double on back. Might go towards Connector, might go towards Ivy. Anything for some information. Meanwhile, Vista, up close, towards ramp. Bachir, over towards Pop Dog. Gaborik, trading a little bit of damage there. Darko down on 91. Shot with the smoke. He'll be thinking twice about committing that. Looney's here to back him up if that player does push. But right now with WASD, I don't want them making any aggressive plays. Not quite yet. It's not done and dusted. Just play this one slow. Play it safe. You have the rounds to work with. You have that buy on your back. You just get this frag, or sorry, this round. And actually, there's a good opener right there for Team Pompa. The Boric got a little too aggressive, got caught in T-Con. So it's going to leave Dodds alone over towards Ivy. Spur on top of Green Train. He's thinking twice about it. Not the best position for him. Meanwhile, Vista playing a bit of an off angle over here. Kind of towards the back of Oil Train. No one's challenging me yet, though. 40 seconds left for Team Pompa to decide where they want to hit. That's going to send Bachir over towards the B side as well. Back up his teammate. Ponchik has a smoke. We'll see where that's going to go. Flashbang out. He's going to back off. No one actually using that, as Vista was not up top quite yet. That smoke might say something, though. And actually, it's all fake, as Dodds is going to over-rotate. Spur, he's going that way as well, and, well, over-committed to it. It's going to be a free kill for IO. Dodds tries to bring it back. Makes it into a 3v2 for Team Pompa. Bachir? And who is that? Bachir, is he actually going to go for this? He's going in alone. You could see Visto is actually kind of falling off it. I think he expected this flank was the problem. So now it'll be a 1v5 for Team Pompa, for Team Pompa to defend this. That'll send Bachir railing back towards Ivy. That might be all she wrote. They'll save this one AK, it looks like. But looking at the money, it'll be absolutely bleak for WASD Sports. So they'll either be saving to try and run it back to overtime, or committing a couple upgraded pistols, maybe UMP, maybe a FAMAS. It's going to be tight. Bachir will make it at least one more rifle expensive, but Team Pompa, they've got money for days. Only silver lining is Bachir has actually saved this. So you can toss that over, they can get out. Actually, they can get at least 1, 2 M4s. They'll be sacrificing a lot of utility, though. Thankfully, Bachir still saved all 4 of those nades and the kit. UMP comes out, I believe that'll be it. Gaborik only going to be working with the Deagle. Which is strange, as Gaborik is their top fragger. You'd think that you'd give him the AK. Interesting decision there. We'll see if it comes back to haunt them. Bachir's smoking off towards Ivy, one player close over there. Dodds holding a tighter angle towards Pop Dog. Darko tucks himself way over towards T-Con. Spur in sandwich, keep an eye on that. It's all going to be Bachir. Already has done some damage, may have been a nade that came out. It's 4 players actually tagged up ever so slightly. And Spur is going to find the first one. I don't know how that happened and how we didn't see it, but Spur got aggressive. It's going to be an AK-47 for him to pick up. That would be great for Gaborik to go over there and try and grab that. That's exactly what he's going to do. So AK-47 for him to work with now. It's going to be Bachir. Challenge 1v4, and he's going to get dropped down immediately by Koya. It's going to be so amazing. Gaborik with that AK-47 he salvaged up. He will get 1 frag, but taken down immediately by Looney. It's no 3v3, make the 3v2, and it's full health all on WASD Sports. Team Pompa, all of them had half health or lower. It's going to be dangerous here. One of those players is going to drop immediately now. It'll be 2 AKs versus Dodds M4. and Vista's UMP. They don't have a kit in hand, but there should be one drop close, but now Shadow spotted. On-check finds that one. It's all up to Vista now. 1v2 has the HP advantage. Now he's got himself an AK-47 as well, but he's making his footsteps announced, and well, the crossfire was set up. Looney gets the final frag, and Team Pompa, they go up 15-6 here on map point up against WASD's pick. And now look at the money here for the CT side. It is absolutely abysmal. They're going to get out some deagles, some upgraded pistols is all they'll have to work with. Well, actually, correct myself. Bichir, he grabs himself a scout. And as does Spur. Last time they had these double scout setups, I don't think a single bullet actually hit. Look at this. Dargo out early. No utility thrown to stop him. This is the freest they've actually had entranceway, and I don't get out through Pop Dog. Damage already being done. Spur's going to be the first to fall. Gaborik absolutely low, but he does get one. Actually, this Gaborik to fall shortly afterwards. Traded out immediately. Now in Pop Dog. Oh, Vista was in the smoke. Tried to make something happen there, but Bachir is going to get one scout kill. It's only the two scouts. Dodge swaps out to the Deagle. And now Bachir, last one to fall. 1v2. Scout in hand, spotted out, gets the shot, and he will fall. That'll be first map going the way of, who was that? Of WAS Sports. So sorry, Team Pompa 16-6. So I'm going to throw this over to some music while we wait for the map to change. We'll be going over to Mirage, which will be Pompa's pick.
Every time I touch Mac.
Explode the sunlight here, gentlemen. You explode the universe.
Every time I touch Mac. Every time I touch Mac.
falling on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love is loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. We are fighting tides, songs that burn so bright. We are the champions of the night. Ready to love.
Alright, here we are live back into this map number 2 between WASD Sports and Pompa. Pompa currently leading 1-0 here on their map pick. Bio's going to come back out. Pompa. Lunatic's going to get the kit for that. 2 flashes, 1 smoke, and actually looks like it's going to be a fast B hit for this terrorist side. Already pushing in through apps. Only one player here on site. It's going to be Dodds. Oh, he was going to say nobody. He's close to this rotation. Spur finally getting here. It's going to be a difficult retake, though, and no kit for WASD. There's 5 sets of armor for them. And immediately Vista falls. Team Pompa looking to take the 3rd pistol round of the night. Spur, first one in. All 3 of these players coming in from CT side of Cat. And then dink down immediately, but Spur says, no, I can still get 1. Darko trades on that. Gaborik and Bachir going to get 1. There's no 1v3, 28 HP left. Ponchek immediately runs forward, gets the headshot, grabs himself a USP as well. And Team Pompa with a dominant start. Ponchek getting 2 frags this round. Last map was Coyote. Got himself 2 in the second pistol, 4 in the first one. This time, only 1 frag goes his way. He's sharing the load. Giving his teammates a little bit of love right there as the bio will come out. 4 AKs, 1 UMP for Lunatic. Meanwhile, WASD, 4 sets of armor, 4 Deegs, and 1 CZ for Bachir. 3 of those players going to be stacking up over towards B. Bomb, drop top of mid. Lunatic is going to go over towards app side, while top of mid, giving up completely for free. Just comes out, immediately spotted. Spur gets dropped. Now it's Boric. Trades out a little bit of damage. But it's going to be Coyote, who's very close to that flashbang. Comes out for him, and well, gives up another freebie. Now it's Dodd's turn to die, apparently, as he's going to take this peek with the Deagle. Just feeding them kills right now. Finally, Lunatic falls back off. Spotted out nothing over there towards app, so they could take this. Especially spotting up 2 players, might not expect a 3rd to be here. And Dodds, well, he's capitalizing on that. Deagle's ring out. He will get 1 going back their way. Coyote drops. Now Bachir may have heard a footstep. Up close to CZ. Immediately Ponchek takes him out. It'll be Vista and Dodds, last 2 players alive. Vista on site, immediately dinked on down. Flames were about to finish him up, but Ponchek takes out the AK. Leaving only Dodds alive. He salvaged this AK-47, so I'm guessing he's just going to be trying to save this. We'll see if Team Pompa try and go fight this. Now Darko, sneaking himself out towards window. Top of mid is where Dodds is sitting right now. Nobody trying to go out on him. Might be a bit of a flank in the long term, though. Ponchek taking the long route around through T-spawn. Dodds taking some peeks out. Might be a little risky. Darko finally drops on down. Dodds, did you hear this? Maybe not. Actually, that player who dropped down ended up going back over towards A. Maybe wanted to double check, make sure there's no ninja diffuse coming through, so Dodds looks like he will be saving this. Bomb is about to take over. Ponchek still a ways off. LTN. Same with him. So Dodds will save this AK-47. Small silver lining for the CT side. They still can't buy up in this round, but they could upgrade a couple pistols. No, actually, no. That 3K is on Spur, and Spur's the main opera for WASD Sports, so he will be saving all of that. I'd say maybe a kit could be bought up here. Dodds is going to throw 1 pistol over towards Spur. Get that deagle for the opera. Might pay off, we'll see. Fast over towards window, but doesn't look like he's going to be challenged. 3 players slowly moving over towards ramp side. Nobody challenging this quite yet. Gaborik may have heard a footstep through underpass. Vista tucked up towards Palace, and actually here, I was about to spot it out. Coyote, he got found out coming through underpass, so a little bit of information did work in their favor. It's going to be 4 players for the CT side to defend against these 3, pushing in towards CT. towards A. It's actually going to be LTN to spot out the first one up towards jungle. He's getting melted in the flames, but he will drop on down. Now Gaborik rounds the corner. Spur is here as well, but things are just falling apart over here from jungle. Spur, he gets dropped down, only Bachir getting one frag on top of the one that Dodds got initially. Team Pompa string 3 rounds together, but here we go. WASD on the bye. Op comes out for Spur. M4 should be in the hands of everyone else unless they want to sacrifice maybe if WASD gets some more utility. Not going to be the case though. 5 AKs for Team Pompa. It looks like a hard A hit. Let's see if they make this one fast. Currently only 2 players over here. It's going to be Bachir and Vista. And immediately they are on out. Bachir hears the footsteps. He has to be tucked away. They don't check it though. That's going to be 3 kills for him. And Vista finds one more. Bachir gets himself a 3rd from an underpass. And Dodds rounds it out with 1 for himself as well. Not a bad start on your buy round. It's a similar fashion to what happened in the previous map, but WASD actually got reset almost immediately. Yeah, there's Bachir with the triple kill. Not a bad start to the buy round. We'll see if they can actually switch it up and get some rounds back-to-back here on the CT side. Team Pompa get those AKs back out across the board. And this time it's actually Bachir going fast over towards ramp. This time LTN, not going to be challenging it actually, instead popping himself over towards Palace. Coyote not making his way towards underpass quite yet. Actually, as I say that, Gaborik is taking a peek out towards catwalk. Currently smoked off, might put himself over towards window. Some sprays going through both sides. Squatchek and Darko. Oh, the flashbang, not the best timing there. A little team flash coming through. Darko boosted on up. Molotov towards window will keep him safe momentarily as Gaborik cannot move over towards that rotation. LTN, hearing quite a bit of information. Well, Dodds actually getting aggressive, pushing up through apartments. Darko's going to find that 1 frag over towards catwalk. Took himself down to 10 HP in the process. Still 3 players on the A bomb site for WASD. Rotation is actually coming their way. The last player rotating on around. Still on the lurk is Darko. Coyote, similar fashion. Dodds is the closest player to him. Might spot this out. Darko looking the wrong way. That'll be 1 frag on the way of WASD, evening the player advantage out. About even HP as well. Bachir may have spotted something right there. They're going to be closing in on him. Vista is here as well. Bachir gets the first one, sprays through. Can't quite get that. LTN's going to get that one before Vista puts Lunatic down. Nice, even frags coming their way though. And now tagged up, stuck behind Firebox. The Molotov might allow him to get out, but Coyote, it's all up to him. Flashbang comes out on top of Dodds. Barrel spotted, free kill for Coyote. Now just Spur in the 1v2, the op is in his hands. Low HP on both of these players, but the op really doesn't matter too much. As they hit the leg, now 33 HP as he ducks back down into the flames. He has no kit, and they know exactly where he is. Heard that damage come through. See if he even goes for this. They set up some post plants, and Coyote picks up his 2nd frag of the round. This time, well, same exact happenings as the last map over on Train. WASD pick up the initial buy round, and Pompa bring it right on back their way. Resetting WASD, but they do have enough money to buy it on some pistols, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Bachir immediately gets out the CZ, Dodds with the Deagle, same with Gaborik. A single nade. P250 for Vista. Spur grabs the Deagle at the last second as well. Now it's going to be 2 players towards top of mid. Spur not challenging this quite yet. Now he's smoked off. He's going to check for some gaps in the smoke. And while he's about to switch up to Gaborik, they're doing that same push out towards Cat. And it's completely expected, but the Deagle does hit on the Darko. Ponchek there to trade it out, though. Now Spur is rotated on around. Bachir from long distance gives a free frag to Ponchek, who's up on 3 already. Only Vista left alive here. Has a chance as the whiff spray comes through from LTN. In the end, though, he does settle his aim. Pompa keep 5 players alive. Now, WASD, they will be back on the buy. M4s will come out. Spur can go glass cannon up. He's definitely thinking about it. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Bit of a risky buy. WASD has actually had a few of those in the previous map. Investing in that double op setup just a little bit too much. Lunatic fast out towards mid. Actually, there's a lot of action out towards mid. Both Dodds and Vista getting aggressive. Spur's going to get the first one from window, so they're going to have eyes trained on that. And back and forth the frags go. Literally back and forth until it's down to a 2v2. Bomb is dropped all the way back by T-Spawn. Coyote's going to try and go get that as LTN works back from Palace. Team Pompa going to be looking to join up their forces, get a nice 2v1 on one of these sides, unless WASD decide to double down. Bachir has been falling back over towards CT spawn. For a second I was wondering if he's going to go double up on towards B, but actually it's Gaborik who goes for the information play, pushes through apps. So a minute left in the round. Team Pompa finally picked up the bomb. They'll be headed over towards ramp as we speak, and actually interesting play right here. Bachir gives up the ticket booth position and is going to be rotating over towards window. 55 seconds. Finally, the terrorist side of Team Pompa coming on out, clearing out all of the angles. They do have a bit of utility they haven't used yet. I don't know if they want to just not show their hand, but with the bomb tucked behind the sandwich, it's an interesting decision to cross like this. Very unorthodox. The plant will come through. Bachir swings wide, almost gets the frag. Took LTN down to 12 health. It'll be Gaborik coming from ramp. No kit, barely any utility. Interesting post plants, actually. They were smoked off from CT spawn, both of them looking from that angle. Now it's actually going to be the weakest player here with the AK-47, but doesn't matter. One bullet is all Gaborik would have needed, but Team Pompa string 3 rounds together on the buy. WASD looking a little bit shaky. 5 frags to the top 2 top fraggers. 3, 2, and 1 respectively for everyone else. I mean, it's actually not much better over on Team Pompa. Just LTN's going absolutely ham, as is Ponchek, 10 and 9 frags respectively. Early nade will be thrown out, so LTN can get a little bit of a better utility buy. And WASD, only upgraded pistols, no kit, no utility. And now Gaborik, going back to the same spot. They're getting punished on this peak every single time, although fortunately for them, not going for the boost this round. Bomb has been dropped back by top of mid. Coyote looking for an aggression over towards apps, while Lunatic keeps an eye for an aggression up towards mid. Only LTN looking for anybody over towards ramp room, but not encroaching quite yet. Bachir, and I believe that was Vista, holding close towards A. Ponchek, this time actually taking the initial damage. I believe that was from the player at window. Spur currently smoked off. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, they're going for it again. Ponchek gave off the chair position. He's going to fall back as the bomb has been retrieved. It's currently moving its way up towards apartments. Here comes one player. Although no one is holding far back enough to spot this. It's Gaborik playing from catwalk with the deagle. Might spot this out soon, but a bit of a fake's going to be coming in. LTN going solo dolo in towards the A site. Not spotted out yet, but Gaborik, beautiful 1D. Just as we switch back to him, going to spot out one player crossing. It traded it immediately. There's a lot of info to work with, but Cheer gets one more. Dodds trying to make something happen with his deagle. There's going to be 3 players on the site for Team Pompa. They don't have the man advantage. The deagle shots ring out, but they're not going to land. Vista, next point of contact coming in for the market. Immediately found out. Spur trying to get a flank going. Lunatic puts him down. So it'll be Bachir from market. Immediately spotted out. Flashbang there. Pre-fires the corner, not spotting anything out. Now Ponchek going to be challenged in through that smoke. Going to be biding his time. Tries to get out. Interestingly enough, only had pistols to lose. Not going up against SMG, so it wouldn't be any extra bonus cash. But in the end, Ponchek finds himself 2 frags, actually, to round out the round. Team Pompa going up 7-1 here. The classic Brazilian scoreline. But WASD Sports, they will be back on the buy, and Force come out. Spur can actually get... Oh, actually can't get armor on it again. So he might be going glass cannon. Double glass cannon obs, guys. I don't think WASD wants to win. I think that they have entered complete tilt mode with the double glass cannon. If this doesn't work, that pretty much shuts out their entire CT side for the next 3 rounds. They will have full round loss bonus built back up, but their money is bleak. 3 players on 51 on 0. Now Bachir up close. 3 players in apartment. Lunas are going to be the first point of contact. His team is going to flash him out. 2 players on ramp as well. Bachir's going to get the first one, but Darko trades it out. The offshot rings out from CT, but Vista's going to get the first frag. It's going to be Dawes to rotate. Spur, trying to find him, tries to put a shot through the smoke. Can't line it up, though. It's going to be a retake with double ops, and already Dawes found out on 20 HP after he eats a nade, some spray, and flames lick at his feet, so he's just trying to get out of here at this point. And look at this, they're already waiting. Spur gives himself away completely. Although Dawes does get the shot to allow him to escape, so the ops will be saved. The bomb will be blown up. We'll see if Team Pompa want to go hunting, and really they should. They've got the money for it, and they already are. Look at this Coyote, already in towards T-Abs. One player up here, one over towards Catwalk. We'll see if Coyote can do anything special here. Spur keeping his eyes trained on it and immediately misses the shot. So Coyote not going to be going for it any further than that. They know where they are, but they're a bit too far off. And actually, I think that one of those players died to the bomb? I'm not certain, actually. But Team Pompa keep 2 players alive, extend their lead 8-1. WASD Sports, they're going to have to force up around these ops if they want to have any sort of chance here. They can get out some UMPs, but instead they're going to go 1 FAMAS and 1 Deagle. Glass cannon on Gaborik. There's that window smoke. We'll see if it hits. I don't think it will. Okay, good. Just barely. That can be misthrown sometimes. Now Bachir up close to the swag. 7 spots out the barrel, and the shoulder bait works perfectly. Ponchek is on top of things, and look at this. The follow-up damage onto Spur. 1 HP. He's actually thinking about reaggressing on this, but it looks like Team Pompa do not want to line up. Don't want to give him the opportunity for a collateral with that 8 WP. So now they will be hightailing it back towards T-spawn and making their way over towards A, where Dodds has a second op. This time actually does have armor to go with it. While Spur trained over from jungle. One player will be moving into Palace soon. Actually, he gives up that angle completely. 3 players moving down towards ramp as LTN about positions himself. We've got Vista over towards connector. Spur holding that jungle angle just in time. Might be able to catch LTN. 1 bullet pre-fired from here will catch him. And actually, Spur, nice trigger discipline, waits it out, finally gets the frag. It'll be a 4v4, but the HP is lower on WASD. No kit to work with, no utility left, but Spur gets himself a second. She misses the 3rd shot, now they're encroaching in on him. Coyote finds Dodds. Oh, caught with a nade out. Darko managed to get the frag, but look at that. Spur with the ace. Spur with the ace, actually. Did all the work there with 1 HP off the very beginning of that round. I should have been on his point of view the entire time. That was amazing. So, they're going to call a technical pause. Apparently they have a problem. FPS issue for Team Pompa, so one of those players will be reconnecting. That'll give us time to look at the scoreboard. Ponchik up on 12 frags, matching LTN. LTN's really started shining since that last map. I think he was down around the middle of the scoreboard. This time, topping out. Tied with Ponchik, who also had a decent showing over on Shrine. However, WASD Sports' second buy round goes their way. But opportunity for the reset is always real. It was made quite costly for them, but they did get 4 rifles back out. Sorry, 3 rifles back out on top of those ops, and still reinvested in the double op setup. This time, though, Dodds will have armor to go with that kit and utility as well. That last player did join the server momentarily. Yeah, it looks like he got back in. Money is fine, so it won't need any sort of match medic. We will be getting the unpause out of the way quite shortly. Alright, unpause is dealt with. Pompa still buying on up. Curious to see if we'll see a T-side op from them. Hasn't happened yet, they've had the money for it. Instead, going full AK is getting some more utility out. Spur looks like he'll be going over towards ticket booth. I wonder if he has an aggressive play over towards ramp or something. Dodds taking his op over towards B. And he's got some backup as well. Gaborik going with him, and actually a lot of action towards apps. 1 player towards top of mid, gapping the smoke for him to work with, and nobody holding that angle from window. Might give him a chance to get in there quickly, but it's going to be... no. Dodds spotted immediately. Molotov is thrown. Dodds finds the first frag. It's smoked off, and Gaborik, he gets the frag over there onto Ponchek. So there go the 2 top fraggers. These players need to start showing up. Coyote got 1. Spur finds the lurker over on towards A. Now it's all up to Lundic. 1v1 on site. Brings it to a 1v3 in total. So Molotov will slow down anybody. Goes for the fake, interestingly enough. Bachir not biting. Holding that window angle. Second player coming up to join in. Lunatic finds it, but somehow Bachir gets the shot off. Takes the head right off Lunatic, and WASD Sports starting to show a little bit of glimmer of life. 2 rounds back to back here on CT side. Going into round number 12, they're looking to put up quite a few more as Team Pompa. 8 rounds is already more than enough to call it a good side. And even though they've lost those 2 rounds previously, they still have 4 AKs come out. Lunatic, anything dropped for him? There is 1 indeed. 1 more AK. So Team Pompa are going to split this up. 3 players towards ramp. Lunatic, I think he's going to go up towards Palace. While LTN, I think, threw an early flash out towards mid. Spur, not going to be deterred. Takes a nice aggressive peek towards underpass. Nothing there quite yet. It's going to be Vista and Bachir. Be challenged quite soon as a couple of those players start moving up from ramp. Bomb has been dropped back there as well. Flashbang, or actually smoke out over the top. No flashbang. Ponchek finds the first one under dark. Ponchek finds the second. Now as one more player from the spot out over towards connector, but Spur is actually going to get that frag. Over towards the right. Toyo finds one. Damage has already been done. Spur goes down. That's a twofer for him, leaving only Dodds alive with that op, and that will be all she wrote. Dodds takes an adjustment over towards window, but he is not going to be going for this in a 1v4. No one challenging from the side of jungle. But LTN starts clearing out some angles, grabs himself an extra nade to boot. Now Dodds, timing works out for him, he'll be getting his way out through market. And the hunt will continue. LTN giving chase, but everyone else getting out towards ramp side, leaving Koi out here just to make sure that no Ninja Diffuse comes out. And Team Pompa will putting themselves up on 9 rounds, jump eke over the window. LTN still challenges it, and Dodds whiffs his shot. That'll be it. LTN extends his lead on the scoreboard. Almost there. Actually, no. Ponchek pulled out ahead of him there. 14 and 13 frags. Meanwhile, WASD going in around number 13. Don't even have a single player in double digits. Gaborik, who is doing some work over on Train, on 3 frags. Vista on 4. These guys need to step it up. It's going to leave them with a couple upgraded pistols, 1 set of armor on Bachir. 4 players already fast over towards A. We'll see if they commit to it. 3 stacked up for the CT side of WASD. And immediately, LTN spots out 1. The dink goes his way, and Bachir finds 1. 2 frags go his way. He gets caught reloading, though. Ponchek finds 2 from mid, and Lunatic will get 2 for himself over on A, leaving only Spur alive. He's got himself an AK, but no armor. The aim punch will be too much. Team Pompa go up, put themselves in double digits. Here we can see the replay. 2 frags go the way of either team here, but I just wanted to highlight this in case Bachir actually made a miracle play happen. Instead, look, he tried to go in. Full reload. I don't know what he was thinking right there. Maybe got a little confident, a little too cocky after those first 2 kills went his way. Thought he was pulling out the miracle play, but instead it'll be round number 14 with WASD Sports. 3M4s, Famas for Vista. Spur gets the op back out as well. And actually gets aggressive over towards ramp. He hasn't tried this one too often with Dodds. He's aggressive towards mid, and he gets put down immediately. Just over here tries to bring it back, but he gets shot down without even a second thought. So 4 players to the T side taking over mid. Full map control, while LTN tries to work around Palace. Bachir seems to have an idea about that, as he's kept eyes on it. Spur finds 1 through the smoke. Lunatic gets put down. Koyo trades it out. LTN needs to start pushing himself out here. Split up the vision of the CT side as Gaborik tries to go in through Murder Hole. Smoked off at window, and they're having Darko go clear out that site. So Ponchek has some time. LTN finally, the lurk pays off, so they have their options now. Both sites have been cleared out. Only Gaborik alive, and he's spotted, but not enough. Darko goes down. Some damage has been done. Ponchek tries valiantly, does some more damage. In the end, though, Team Pompa, 1 more round goes their way here. Last round of the half. WASD desperately need this, but they'll have so little to work with. Just $2,500 on average. 3 Deegs going to come out. CZ for Bachir, and another Deeg for Spur. Bit of utility, 1 kit. Smoke gets thrown one more time. Should be good. And that it is. Bachir going up close with the CZ again and worked from in the previous round. Gets spotted out. His feet showing that gap. Darko gets flashbang, but still gets it completely blind. Well, Spur does answer that back. Dodds spots out 1 with this deagle. Doesn't put any shots out. Biding his time. And meanwhile, Gaborik smoked off over towards Cat. Would love to have go in on that. And Spur might actually spot something out. A couple players over there by T-Spawn. They are keeping their eyes trained over towards Palace. It's going to be Dodds to go down. And, well, timing does not work out for Spur. He'll slowly walk his way out over through T-Spawn, and actually Spur picked up that AK. Now Gaborik alone in ladder room. Vista smoked off again. All 4 of those CTs going to be moving on up, and it's going to be Vista to fall through the smoke. Darko finds that frag. Gaborik biding his time, waiting for that lurk from Spur to pay off. We'll have to slow down his steps as he moves his way over towards Apps. And gives it up. Gaborik pops the vent. Tries to say he's going to be rotating around through market. This lure finally pays off. Spur gets that. Brings into a 2v2. But he's so low, taking out a 15 HP in the process. Flashbang comes out. Gaborik works off of that. Smoke comes out. They can tap the kit. Immediately sprayed down. Spur tries to answer it back. 74 HP on that player. And as he falls, that'll be at 12-3 here on Pompa's pick. On the CT side, absolutely dominant from the T side, absolutely dominant. Moving over towards the CT side, which some people say is the favored side. I'd agree with them in most cases, but WASD seem to be having some trouble with it. If Pompa take this pistol round, it'll be 4 out of 4, and that might just close the gates here for WASD. We'll see if they have any trick plays, any interesting buys coming out soon. Dodds, this time he's taking the hit, swapping that up, gets the Molotov and 2 flashbangs, and then Gaborik gets a smoke and a Molotov. So, trying to be a little tricky here, shaking up the buy a little bit, but as does Team Pompa. Poncha getting a CZ and a smoke, Lunatic getting the kit and a smoke for himself as well. Alright, T side throws 1 to lurk towards ramp, Spur to lurk towards Palace, 3 players towards top of mid. Nobody taking the fight quite yet. Spur gets flashed on in, spots out 1 and 2, so some information plays, but immediately lose the player. Now 3 players going to be moving on in from connector. Smoked off, they're going to run right through this. Vista looking the wrong way, but he still gets the frag. Oyo and LTN, they get 2, make that 3 over on A side, and that is pretty much done and dusted. 13 HP versus 4 players, that'll be it. Team Pompa, 4 out of 4 pistol rounds so far today. And, well, that might just be the heavy door sounding out as it swings shut. Team Pompa going to have a nice, easy way of things, and, well, not even going for any SMGs. They're looking to end this one fast. Not playing the long game for the economy. 3 FAMASes, M4 comes out, and Looney gets a scout for the first time this map. Meanwhile, WASD forcing up here. Deagles across the board. Only a helmet on one of those players, and Looney finds the first frag. Is he going to re-aggress on this against these Deagles? Takes the repeat, spots out 1, goes a bit high though. Coyote finds 1, there we go, second op shot rings out, Coyote finishes the damage. Spurs last right top of mid, but here did get 1. Ball Vista, trying to do some damage over towards B, and that will be it. 4 players stay alive for Team Pompa. Throw away the scout, get the extra FAMAS. Yeah, well, here's the scout shot that did get the initial frag. Now, WASD not looking to save for overtime. If they did, they would be trying to run it back 11 rounds, so they're going to try and start it here. Gaborik, smoke out towards top of Cat. Now, Looney, Molotov towards back, top of mid. Nade out as well, doing some damage. Vista roasting a little bit. He's got a smoke out over towards Cat. So some initial damage done to WASD, but it's not the start they wanted, and even worse now, Spur gets found out as player that's Looney pushes up through underpass. Gaborik keeping eyes on it, so the T side does have some map control, but Darko takes away 1 more of those players. It is just looking dire right now. Spots out 1 more. Here's 1 through underpass. Only player that has not been spotted out yet is Bachir, who's on out. He goes down immediately. Missed on 28 HP, does get a consolation kill, but 3 HP left. Actually gets a headshot. Took Darko down to 11, but now it's match point for Team Pompa. Up against WASD, who will only have upgraded pistols. I think we all know how this one ends. So, last round of the half. Oh, Spur. He's got himself a sawed-off. Let's see if he can do anything with this. No one holding close, and, well, immediately, I didn't even see this, the aggression, the disrespect plays from Team Pompa. It's going to be 4 players rushing out onto the A side, crossing their fingers, hoping for the best. Molotov over towards jungle, not going to stop Coyote. He finds Spur, Coyote goes down as well. Or sorry, Coyote finds 3 quick ones, and that will be it. 16 to, what was that, 3? Absolutely dominant fashion there.